And welcome back. I'm just as excited as you are to hear what the great sage Vyasadeva can tell us about second shade of love. Just before we begin, I really want to express my appreciation for all your support and love that you gave me for the last video. If someone hasn't seen the first episode of this series, please make sure you check it out. This journey of exploring the mysterious feeling of love is meant to take us deeper in our understanding. Yet, if we dive deep prematurely, we may not be able to really appreciate the value of this ancient, but still very relevant and applicable knowledge. Now, let me take you to another level. The second shade of a loving relationship is love and devotion, which is controlled by the wife of the demigod Indra. In this series, I will mention many names that you may have never heard of, but it's okay, don't worry about remembering them. So, simply speaking, Indra is the king of heavenly planets. Some of you may think it's a science fiction, some of you may think Indra is a real person. Nevertheless, he and his wife will help us to understand what love and devotion is. So, Indra's wife, whose name is Shachi, is one of the most beautiful ladies in the whole universe. Some of you may know very beautiful Miss Universe 2018 Catriona Gray and 2019 Zozibini Tunzi. Well, they're not even close to Shachi. So, Shachi is a queen and Indra is a king. And what is her love that she expresses? She serves and gives everything to her husband. When I say everything, I mean everything. She uses her body, mind and speech to satisfy Indra. She is fully under his control. Moreover, she doesn't expect anything in return. Now, some men may say, this is really good. But other sane people will say that this is exploitation and gender inequality. Don't overreact. I'm just describing the relationship that exists between Indra and Shachi. Try to accept that there are women who are happy in this type of relationship. And I'm not talking about love and slavery or any other kind of humiliating relationship. It's not something that we see in the third world countries or black markets where women can be just like slaves. No. But let me remind you, I'm talking about one of the most intelligent, the most attractive, experienced, chaste and devoted woman in the universe. She lives in the heavenly planet among other demigods who are much more developed and more intelligent than humans. Their level of advancement in science, medicine, psychology, and arts are thousands of years ahead of human civilization. And what does Shachi get in return for her full devotion, for her unquestionable surrender and dependence on her husband Indra? Now, write your guess in the comments below to see whether you were right. In return, she takes full control of her husband. How is this possible? There is a subtle law of nature which states that if you serve someone with sincere love and devotion, the other person will feel obliged to care for you and protect you. They become bound by that love and devotion. They cannot reject you because this power of love is much stronger than physical attraction that comes and goes. They will be ready to fulfill any of your requests just because they would really value your love. So, you can bound your partner more and more by love and devotion. And what stops us from acting in this way? It's fear that our partner will just use us and not appreciate our service. We can find many reasons, but the main reason is fear to lose our autonomy and put our trust into someone else hoping they will protect us. Now, I want to tell you something very, very important, so listen carefully. Love and devotion is an art. Only if you have high self-esteem and self-respect, you can really serve another person wholeheartedly. If you have low self-esteem or you're too puffed up, which is actually two sides of the same coin, your partner surely will use and manipulate you without showing any respect. In that case, there is no love. This is the difference between love and devotion and so-called love in humiliation. In the next episode, I will speak about the shade of love you may have never heard of. Love that can overcome death. If you want this series to continue, please leave a comment below and subscribe to my channel I'm Real. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll be back.